According to Forbes, India has 140 billionaires as of 2021. Compared to last year, the count of billionaires has increased. However, as new billionaires are added, obviously not all billionaires are able to keep their growth trajectory and status. Nevertheless, going from billions to rags is totally a different story. It shouldn't come as a surprise. We regularly see billionaires who also can be horrible at managing their own wealth. In this video, I am going to list out top 10 Indian billionaires who went to meet their downfall and are barely surviving. The answers as to why this happens are always in the plain sight, as most of these billionaires can be caught flaunting their wealth regularly. Hey there, if you're watching my video for the first time, then do subscribe, and while you're at it, don't forget to hit the like button as well. With that out of the way, let's get started. Anil Ambani is the chairman of Reliance Group. He was born into luxury, unlike his father, who created his own wealth. After his father's death and a property tussle with his brother Mukesh, Anil came out on top. In the year 2008, Anil was named the 6th richest person in the world. The years that followed resulted in the one-time richest Indian somehow losing all his wealth. He is currently fighting off multiple cases for dues owned. Anil currently claims that he is worth nothing and was recently avoided jail with the help of bail provided by his brother Mukesh Ambani. An IIT alumni, Ramesh Chandra, set up Unitech, a real estate company, in 1971. Thanks to the real estate boom, Unitech was the second largest real estate company, worth $32 billion. He, along with his sons, had a net worth of $11 billion in 2007. That was until the recession of 2008. It was due to the recession that the company began to stagnate. Further, it was here when Chandra made a grave error by entering the telecom sector. Although Unitech was well received by consumers, news soon broke out of involvement in the 2G scam, which involved bribing government officials for spectrum licenses. The failed real estate tycoon's involvement in the scam led to his sons Sanjay and Ajay Chandra being arrested. Subrat Roy, at helm of Sahara, was larger-than-life figure. He was even named among the top 10 most powerful people in India by India Today. Roy was instrumental in building one of the biggest business empire and India's second-largest employer. All his fame eroded when news broke out of Sahara chit fund scam, accounting to Rs 24,000 crores. He had raised funds in an illegal or inappropriate manner and was caught by SEBI. SEBI banned Sahara Real Estate and Sahara Housing Investments and asked him to return investors' money with 15% interest, upon which Subrat Roy had filed a court case against SEBI. The case went for an year, and in April 2011, it was found that SEBI was right about the scam. Subrat Roy, convicted and lodged in Tihar jail for 2 years, he was released on parole in 2017. Ranbaxy Singh brothers are the next name in our list of richest to rags billionaires. Brothers Malvinder and Shivinder inherited a 33.5% stake in Ranbaxy, a pharma company founded by their grandfather. They decided to sell their inheritance in 2008 for $2 billion. Over the years that followed, the brothers made a series of bad investment decisions that eroded their wealth. Their worst investment included a Rs 3,000 crore loan to spiritual guru Gurinder Singh Dhillon. The duo today owe a combined loan of $500 million. They are currently being sued for siphoning off billions from their financial company Religare and health company Fortis. Nirav Modi is a luxury diamond jeweler who was also featured on Forbes' list of 2017 billionaires with a fortune of $1.8 billion. The Modi brand was one of the most famous in the world, with its designs even being auctioned off at Sotheby's. In 2018, the news of scam broke out when it was revealed that Nirav Modi had scammed PNB of 14,000 crore over the course of 7 years through fraudulent letters of undertakings. In simple terms, letter of undertaking is a form of bank guarantee under which a bank can allow its customer to raise money from another Indian bank's foreign branch in form of a short-term credit. Nirav Modi got fake LOUs for PNB and hence got 14,000 crores worth of credit. He fled India after the news broke out and took refuge in London. His extradition proceedings are currently underway, while Special Court is trying to seize his properties. Vijay Mallya, a former billionaire popularly known as the King of Good Times. He inherited his father's liquor business at the age of 28 and went on to transform it into a multi-million-dollar business. Trouble started brewing for Mallya when he decided to venture into the airline sector with Kingfisher Airlines. Although the airline took off well, it soon faced trouble after the 2008 recession. In a desperate need for funds, Mallya duped banks for loans by placing weak collaterals. Once it was evident that Kingfisher had sunk despite his efforts, the news of Rs 9,000 crore scam broke out. Mallya fled the country and is currently seeking refuge in UK. Proceedings to extradite him are underway while his properties are being seized. Ramalinga Raju founded Satyam Computer Services Private Limited in 1987. Raju went on to build it into the fourth largest IT software exporter in the country, with the worth of $2 billion in 2008. In order to siphon funds from company, Raju began manipulating the financial records to give the impression that company was growing well. In reality, funds were simply being taken out and being invested in real estate. This was done in hopes of making profit on the sales of property at higher price. But the recession of 2008 hit the real estate market, had tarnishing Raju's plan, forcing him to come clean. Raju, along with his brothers and 7 others, was sentenced to prison. Mehul Choksi, a fugitive businessman who is currently living in the island nation of Antigua and Barbuda, is wanted by the Indian authorities for criminal conspiracies, breach of trust and money laundering. Choksi was the owner of Gitanjali Group, a retail jewelry company with 4,000 stores in India. An arrest warrant was issued against him in Punjab National Bank fraud case. Choksi is suspected of colluding with 2 employees of PNB, the country's second largest state-owned lender, in an alleged $1.8 billion fraud. A designated PMLA authority in 2018 held that 41 properties worth about 1,210 crore attached by the ED in the name of Mehul Choksi and his associate firms are money laundering assets, and ordered that their attachment should continue. Before jumping off a bridge into a river in July in an apparent suicide, the founder of India's biggest coffee chain, Cafe Coffee Day, had penned a letter that spoke of pressure from lenders, a private equity firm, and harassment by tax officials. His company was in debt of 518 crores that included loans and NCDs. On 21 September 2017, a tax raid was conducted at more than 20 of VG Siddharth's locations in Mumbai, Bangalore, Chennai and Chikmagalur. Soon after Siddharth's demise, the internet was flooded with evocative tributes for the CCD founder, with most of them using line "a lot can happen over a coffee." In 2000, the superstar of Indian cinema was broke. New age stars were cropping up in Bollywood and Bachchan found himself short of funds. The financial disaster came out because Amitabh Bachchan Corporation Limited, which was launched to produce films and manage events. Bachchan had mortgaged his bungalow Pratiksha to Sahara India Finance. ABCL went bankrupt and he owed Rs 90 crore in debt. In an interview he confessed, "In year 2000, when entire world was celebrating the new century, I was celebrating my disastrous fortune. There were no films, no money, no company, a million legal cases against the company, and tax authorities had put notice of recovery on my home." But Big B's fortune was set to reverse when he was signed as the host of the highly successful show Kaun Banega Crorepati, which put him right back in the big league of wealthy people. Amitabh Bachchan is the only one in this list who rode the roller coaster rags to riches, riches to rags, and back to riches again. That's all I had for this video. If you enjoyed, then drop a like, and if you like watching interesting videos like this one, then do subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so that you're notified when I'm back again.